Assalamualaikum friends, welcome back to my channel, The Faithful Academy. Today, I have my second cousin brother with us. Assalamualaikum Ibraheem.
Walaikum salam, Miraj.
How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Tell us something about yourself.
My name is Ibraheem Yousuf. I am 11. I'm in 6th grade. I like baking, cooking, biking, and video games. And when it comes to learning, I think I'm like a hands-on type of learner.
What is something that you are super interested in?
Something I'm super interested in is animals, because animals, nature, everything, obviously. But to be more specific, would be prehistoric animals and aquatic animals. Because prehistoric animals, there's some huge ones, there's some tiny ones, there's something awesome about them, and they lived before us, way before us, so we don't know much about them, do we? And oceanic or aquatic animals, because they're beautiful from what you know, but there's also a lot that we don't know. So it's beautiful from what we know, but also very mysterious. So what's not to love?
Since I know that you study about the lives of Sahaba, which Sahabi inspires you the most and why?
The Sahaba I look up to is Umar radiallahu anhu, because first of all, he's one of the closest companions to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his story is very fascinating in my opinion, because he was trying to kill Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but then he turned around and became one of his closest companions, like I stated earlier. Also, he had a very intense moral compass, where you could always tell from right to wrong. And everyone has some sort of tiny bit of that, but he was known for it. He always knew right from wrong. And I feel like that's a very admirable trait. Also, he was a great leader to Islam. When he was Khalifa, Islam spread over so many different places. The reason Islam is so big of a religion right now is because Umar radiallahu anhu spread it to so many different countries and continents.
If you were given a wish to travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
That's a good question. If I were to travel anywhere in the world, I would pick Turkey, because from what I've seen, I know it's a beautiful country. There's mountain ranges, there's snowy peaks, but there's also like very hot areas like the grass fields and stuff. It's a very beautiful country. Also, it's a Muslim country, so you can grab restaurant food or anything like that without any risk, and that's what I really love about it. Also, something else that's really good is it's very pro-cat, and I love cats. I have 2 cats, so I would love to be in a country where, cats are very common. What
do you consider a successful day?
What I consider a successful day is, first of all, namaz. Namaz is a farz 5 times a day, inshallah all of you know this. But another important thing is breakfast. I feel like a lot of people neglect breakfast, including me sometimes. But I know I shouldn't, because breakfast is like the most important meal, like that's a saying, but also just because in the morning you need the most motivation. You just got up from sleeping for 8 hours, hopefully, and you need that motivation and energy. Another good thing you need to do every day, inshallah, is move around a little bit. Make sure you don't just stay stagnant in one place. I'm not saying you have to run around constantly. Like you don't have to run around constantly, obviously. But what you should do is, if you're just playing video games for a long time, like I do, you should get up, use the bathroom once in a while, but also just pace around your house a little bit, just to keep your blood flow going and all that. Also, another good thing is Quran. Obviously, Quran is a good thing, but a lot of people don't read it every day. You don't have to read it every day, but at least make sure you squeeze it in every once in a while, It really improves your day, it really brightens everything up. It works for me a lot. I get gloomy in the winter a lot, but, Quran helps me a lot, alhamdulillah. And last but not least, get a lot of sleep. Get 8 hours of sleep, 6 to 8 hours, and you will have a successful day set up every day, inshallah.
Looking back in time, about 4 years, which changes do you see the most in yourself?
I feel like the biggest change for me has been my Islam levels of passion, because I feel like at that age, no matter how Islamic you are, you kind of just follow it because your parents told you to. If you're really religious at that age, good for you. That's going to set you up for success later in life. But I feel like you're still not following it for you, obviously. So I feel like at this age, I've kind of achieved oh wait, I should follow this because it makes sense and it gives good morals, not just because my parents follow it, right? So I feel like I've gotten a lot more passionate about Islam, alhamdulillah. I feel like it's a very positive change. And also, I got a lot more hobbies, because when I was younger, 4 years ago, I was entertained by anything. Like I could throw a ball halfway across the room and I would start laughing crazy, But now I have a lot more hobbies, like baking and cooking, like I stated earlier, but also walking and drawing.
You and I both are the youngest in our family. What is the best part about being the youngest?
I think the biggest perk is that your older sibling assuming you have an older sibling, obviously, because if you're the younger one, it gets more responsibility sooner. Like when in our household, my brother had to do the dishes and all that first. Now I've started doing some of it, obviously, because I've gotten older. But to begin with, you get to just chill for a while, and that's a really good perk in my opinion. Also, whenever I go outside with my brother, obviously, because he's older than me, it's not my priority to look after him. That's his priority. So you just kind of get to be like really chill about it. But one thing I still wanted to add though is because if you have good parents or like a good mom or something, I feel like they'll make sure they're even, because either role, when you look at it subjectively, are very similar and even. Because at that age, you just look at like, oh wait, he gets to do all that, he has a better position, that's unfair, you know? Because you're at that age, you only look at your side of things. But after I've gotten older, I realized that they're both very even terms. And I hope everyone can recognize that too.
Thank you, Ibrahim, for joining with us.
Oh, you're welcome. I really enjoyed this.
Yes. Okay, friends, that's it for today. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you later.